You know, I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, man, this room has changed so much over time. I used to go live, like, I started, what, 7, 8 years ago? And this is a garage. So it was just white walls. There was a futon sitting over here. I had a vinyl banner behind me. I used a small tripod on a workbench over here. And I would set up my phone and mostly go live on Facebook and chat with folks, right? And now this room doesn't even look recognizable at all. So the LEDs up here are new. The 49 ultra wide's new. That computer's new. Some of the lighting, other lighting in here is new. It's just crazy to watch it all come to life. And I don't even know if you guys have caught on this channel because I don't post so much, but even in a recent video, which wasn't long ago, right? To this video, there's a massive difference taking place. And I'm not done yet. My wife even asked me, like, when are you going to be done? I told her, I said, well, when I'm done. No rush, we'll get there. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this Ulanzi MT-16 mini tripod. I use a mini tripod by a company called CLX. I think I'm saying that right, SIRUI. And I use that. We'll get into that. So this is what we're going to break it down. Just stick around. Let's get into it. Hold on a second, man. I didn't even realize these weren't on. Anyways, as usual, I just want to give you guys a little disclaimer. This is not a sponsor gig. This is not a brand thing. I actually purchased this one myself. I've been looking at it online for quite some time, and I'm like, man, I think I have several uses for this. So let me just go ahead and pick it up. And Ulanzi, like I said in the last video, makes really high quality stuff. We don't need that in the shot, do we? I'm not using that microphone. So there's that. All right, now that we're getting it all the way together, let's unbox this thing. I'll just get this plastic off of here and pop that open. So obviously we have a GoPro mount here, which is really cool because you can't ever have enough adapters and accessories. And, well, I guess that's pretty much it. You have the Ulanzi MT-16 here. The grip feels really good in the hand. These pieces here are rubberized, which actually helps the grip, but it does feel comfortable in the hand. It's so light. It is extremely light. I'm not sure what the weight is. Actually, I got a scale. All right, so this thing is zeroed out. Let's see what it weighs. It is 6.2 ounces. 6.2 ounces. It's well under a pound. So it's extremely light, rubberized grips. There is some aluminum on here, and if you extend it, which goes, I think, to 14.95, but don't quote me on that. This is definitely super lightweight aluminum here. I'm not sure if I would carry a DSLR on this. A GoPro, a phone, for sure. Maybe even use it for like a light mount, like I have the light on top of the CLX here, which if you use a phone holder, those usually have a cold shoe on top. And speaking of cold shoe, if you look over here on the side, you can see that there's a cold shoe right there to mount like a wireless mic, shotgun mic, maybe a light or whatever you need. So let's put this back down and take a look at the ball head mount that you see on top here. I'm going to use this phone mount, and basically look, it's such a habit, right? It's such a habit to start turning, but you don't have to. Not with this tripod ball head mount. It has a screw that basically allows me to just thumb screw the phone mount onto the tripod. Now, as I said before, most phone mounts nowadays have a cold shoe. So now you have two cold shoes. So you can basically mount your wireless go-to or whatever you use in shotgun mic, whatever, if you're doing external audio, that is. You can mount that there, you can mount the light here, or roll that back, go either way. Now, undo the ball head here and turn it like so. So we're kind of in selfie mode. And you are ready to go live on TikTok, do reels, shorts for YouTube. Now that YouTube's doing vertical lives, you could use it to do that as well. So it's pretty nifty. It's extremely versatile, and I don't believe that you can ever have enough tools in your arsenal. So for the price, I decided I had to get it. And speaking of price, let's talk about that. If you would be interested at all in purchasing the Ulanzi MT-16, I've provided a link in the description below that will take you right to the Amazon page where you can get it dirt cheap. And I do get a small commission. It's not enough to really change my lifestyle, but I would appreciate you for it. Here we go. We got the Ulanzi MT-16 here, and it is only $19.94. which is 23% off of the standard price of $25.95. For the versatility that it offers, I think that's a steal. And like I said, I purchased it myself. I was like, I want it. I want to be able to have it to do different jobs and functions, not just one job, right? And I was going to get another CLX, which I already own, because let's face it, I use DSLRs on the CLX. And the only issue that stopped that is A, I wanted to try Ulanzi. B, the price. CLX is like $70. But speaking of CLX, let me just show you guys a little more of that setup before we get out of here. I'm not really comparing these two together. I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. They just totally serve two different purposes. As I said, this is something that's perfect for GoPro and for phone. But where it comes to the CLX setup, it's way heavier. The aluminum's way thicker. The construction's a little more heavy duty. And it can definitely handle a DSLR with probably even a monitor on top of it and a shotgun mic. But it's not the everyday user for most people, right? But I did say I was going to break this whole thing down. So when I live stream on certain platforms, I can't read the chat. And I know a lot of people have probably seen this on here and they're like, what is that? Well, basically, this is a secondary phone. You can go pick up a prepaid phone from somewhere like Walmart for like $39. This is a bicycle holder for your phone or a motorcycle. Bar mount is basically what that is. I think that was like $15. Someone actually sent me that as a gift. Thank you. So basically, to go live on the other platform, I have to use my phone, and then I have to like pull up the app and read the chat. So it's a little heavy, right? Which is why I'm glad there's a tripod mount on the bottom of it. And I can tell you right now that I definitely prefer this grip over the CLX grip. However, I won't cry about it. I won't complain. It's not that terrible. It's not the end of the world. First world problems. Am I right? So I guess it all comes down to what you would really want, what your needs are, and meeting those needs. So if I need to run out, maybe make a fishing video or something with my DSLR, I just mount it on top of the CLX and take off. If I'm going to use GoPro or phone, or if I just need an extra light in the studio, I would use this. For sure, you know, just pop this, well, let's pop it up first and then open it. So I can just set another light right there. Almost like I'm mimicking the exact same setup, right? It's the exact same setup, but one's way heavier, one's way lighter. You get the drift. I'm going to leave a link for the CLX also in the description below, because if you want to look at that one as an option, maybe you need a DSLR tripod for IRL or vlogging or something to that effect. Maybe you don't need the phone holder and all the extras that I've got on here. Maybe you just need a decent miniature tripod that can handle your camera so you can run and gun shoot. I will leave that link down below as well, and you guys can take a look at both. All right? I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, be sure to sub it. Man, hit me with a thumbs up. Help me fight the algorithm. Power to the people. See you later.